We are live from Rampage Bad Boys, second game of the day. Left side pulled right down. Rampage in the yellow, Bad Boys in the white. As indicated by the logo, they're a little similar, so I apologize. Zach in the middle, complete. What did I do? Middle complete. Big game for the Bad Boys. Bad Boys having a bit of a tough month so far. June has not been kind to them. In Atlantic City, they fell to the Long Island Ducks in their third meeting this year. Ducks were in action yesterday in the GCFFA. They had a tough battle with the Strong Island Bulldogs. Browns right now, the other opponent they played in Atlantic City, who beat them by 2 scores. They're playing second-gen ABI for the final spot in the playoffs, and whoa, that's not going to help up there in Greater Connecticut. Not helping out so far. Bad Boys going backwards. Day 2, they knocked off Venom in a blowout, but were donutted by Rideout in the next game. Came back to league play last week, where they lost to the Bulls and the Titans. So coming into this game, Bad Boys have lost 5 out of their last 6 in this month. They are 1-5 in June, and that's not a record you want to be at this point of the season. Circuit, league, whatever. This is not the month to be on a decline. Especially when you're trying to get a playoff spot. Oh my. Center quarterback exchange is not helping this team. They are going backwards. Rematch of the game between these two at Ocean City. They ended up meeting in the semifinals. We had that earlier in the week. Rampage defeated Bad Boys in that one, 7-6. Meanwhile, over on the other field, Venom leads No Mercy 6-0. The significance of the Venom No Mercy game of this one is that a win here for Bad Boys, and they're in the playoffs. There would be no scenario where they could be passed by Venom. A loss, however, and a Venom win, and all of a sudden, Bad Boys next game with No Mercy, and Venom's next game with Rampage. Oh, not how you want to start this. Sacked. Nowhere to go. And somehow, some way, we go from Bad Boys getting close to the red zone to all of a sudden Rampage has a 1st and goal. So Bad Boys off the center quarterback exchange, or in this case center punt exchange, lose all the yards they gained and then some. They're going to finish with a net of negative 15 yards on that drive after they started out promising. Unbelievable to witness. we go. Chico's wide open. Chico's down to the one. Nosy, yeah, down to the one. I'm about to say, I don't think he got in. He went out. He thought he extended it over, but he didn't get it fully over. So Rampage down to the one. A win here for Rampage, and they'll stay alive for the 1 seed. A loss here, and they're tied with the Titans suddenly. Technically, that's their second tie, so they'll look at that in a second. Rampage has to win at least the next 2 to now get that 1 seed, because they do not have the tiebreaker with the Titans currently. Bad Boys got to at least get 1 here to make playoffs, or hope Venom goes 0-2, or at least 1-1. Nowhere to go. Right now, Bad Boys has a de facto 2-game lead on Venom for that final spot. Technically, it's 1 game, but they have the tiebreaker, which makes it 2, technically speaking. With that in mind, if Bad Boys were to go 0-2 today and Venom were to go 2-0, then Venom would be in the final spot. It's a long shot, but it's still all possibility. The Bulls are in. We have 2 matches set, Misfits and Rideout next week, and Elite Rebels versus No Mercy Scorpions. So we'll have a regular season matchup between Misfits and Rideout. A lot of familiar ex-teammates on both sides. That's going to be a very personal game next week, I feel like, because a lot of guys are familiar with each other. That's going to be interesting. Right side. That should be a catch, but I think the ball was out of the end zone. Let's see what they say. Whistled, and I think they're saying short. I think they're saying short. He caught, technically, where he caught it, he was in, but where the ball was at the 1. I believe the ball was at the 1 on that one. The body might have been in, but the ball's at the 1. Because he placed the ball backwards over the goal line on the opposite end, it's considered to be out at the 1 because he ran out with it. He technically never established possession in the end zone. That is the call. So twice now Rampage has cost themselves points on small things. At least in this game. Tough game last time with the Titans. That ended up with a 0-0 tie. Or 7-7 tie. I'm looking at something else. This is 0-0. I'll look at the screen and make mistakes reading it. My bad. Price again to the right side. Complete. Now it's 6. Touchdown Rampage. And with that, Rampage takes a 6-0 lead on the Bad Boys. Extra point pending. So 2 games are already set in stone for next week. Elite Rebels and No Mercy. And the other one being Misfits and Rideout. The other 2 will be a combination of Rampage and Titans versus what would be ultimately a mix of either Bad Boys, Bulls, and Venom. 2 very tough draws. A lot of tough draws here. It don't matter if you're the 1 seed or the 2 seed. You're going to get tough competition next week. Yeah, this is their last one. Yeah. They can't move. They could still move up. They need Rampage to go 0-2. And, oh, what's that? That's good. 6-0. So, 7-0 now is the score in favor of Rampage on the Bad Boys. Could be a rematch between these 2 next week, too. That's still a possibility. A lot of things uncertain right now. Bad Boys could potentially get the 7 seed, but they would need to, at the very least, go 1-1 today. They have to win at least 1 to get that 7 seed. If they end up losing both the games today, they will be behind the Bulls technically, due to the Bulls having more wins. Bulls did beat Bad Boys last week. But should Bad Boys be sitting at the end of the day Right now, their current record is 2-4-1. If they sit at 4-4-1, they should be fine. Even I do believe 3-4-1 should be enough. Bulls are currently 3-6. See where it all ends up at. Math might be a little off too. I think it might be at 5 losses. I don't have it on me at the moment. Middle to Zach, and it's pulled right down.
I got 2 X's.
I'm gonna look at it again.
Looks like I've seen better management at McDonald's. Thanks, Dave.
I do like the McDonald's shirt over the Gorilla shirt though, for you guys.
Yeah.
That does look like, I do get McDonald's vibes with red and yellow every time.
It was cool on paper, and then when they put it on us, it was bad.
They'll have this like.
It's one of those you never actually know until like you see it. Like the ideas could look cool.
Big ass, and it made it work. That's all good. We got something in there.
I know y'all got more coming. Bad Boys have. Oh my.
Come on, Jamal Murray.
This team is just going backwards right now. Bad Boys have had nothing but bad plays consecutively on offense. It has been a bad sequence for the Bad Boys. A team that at the beginning of the year a lot of people thought could have a run for the championship. They're in a very deep league, but they've just not been able to win games at the very end. And then last week they were upset by the Bulls.
There you go. Give them a couple years anyway.
All us across that motherfucking line.
It's their first year merging, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll be all right.
Everybody got one nigga that's pretty good. We got a whole line for them.
Leo.
I gotta get that snap on that shoulder. It's up!
Oh no. That's a pick.
Right there, crack it! Crack it! He don't want no smoke!
Look at this. Finally pulled right down. And this is a disastrous sequence of events for Bad Boys. They get a big gain to start the first drive. Bad snaps kill that drive afterwards. Rampage scores, and then Jaleel just got picked off, and now with that, it's Rampage ball. 7-6 was the final in Ocean City. And the semis, a very competitive, tough game between those two. A lot has changed since then, it seems. Rampage, as mentioned, out of all the teams in the area, have played the most amount of games so far this year. The only team second to that is the Tri-State Spartans. No Mercy as well is up there. Those three have played the most 9-man of any team, league or circuit this year. Nice to Johnny on the left side. Johnny forced out. Old school on old school, him and Scarborough. On way back. Going to the other field real quick, take a look at what's happening. Got an update on the other field. Venom is up 12-0 on No Mercy. Significance of that, Venom is still playing for the last playoff spot, incomplete. So that's something it's worth looking at right now. 12-0 Venom on No Mercy. I don't got much of a look in on who No Mercy has. I do know, no matter what, they're locked into the matchup, and I emphasize that. They're not locked into a seed. They could be 4 or 5 at the end of this day. But they are locked into a match with Elite Rebels regardless of what happens. They can't really go any further up or down. Bulls can't catch them. Bad Boys do not have the tiebreaker on them. Venom does not have enough games to catch up. So no matter what, they're playing Elite Rebels. Price. Left side complete. Oh man. Chico again. Touchdown Rampage. 13-0. And if they hold this up with a win, Rampage will stay alive to clinch the 1 seed. They still have not clinched it yet. Remember, they got to go 2-0 here. Yeah, looking at it, they will be tied with the Titans at 7-1-1 with 2 wins. That'll come down to point differential after that. If Rampage loses 1 game between Venom and Bad Boys, though, they will fall to the 2 seed. Titans can only move up. They're watching eagerly. They had their chance, but they did not take it. Rampage right now, however, making the most of their opportunities. They're up 14-0. And they're going to try to get as many points as they can to try to be a bigger differential. Remember, that's what it comes down to. No matter what the result of this one, it'll be either Rampage or Titans at 1 or 2. Rampage ideally needs to go 2-0 though. 1 loss between this and Venom, and they will fall to the 2 seed. That tie benefited the Titans, but the win would have been better for them. Still a lot of football to be played today to determine that final spot. There's about 4 seeds that are not fully solidified. 5 teams have clinched a playoff berth, or 7 rather. 1 more spot left. It'll either be Bad Boys or Venom in that final spot. They're both playing these next 2. We're going to walk down the sideline. How you doing? Minute 38 to go. Bad Boys down by 2 scores. Rampage trying to get all the points they can to get that differential over the Titans. Biggest factor people got to remember, Titans did play Elite earlier in the year, and they did beat them by 34. So that's kind of a wide margin. That's a big gap, though. We got to see how the rest of the scores worked out. I don't know the point differential offhand, but you would think with that Elite win over by the Titans that it would be enough to help them out. So Rampage might need to make up some points. That's the thing about it. This team has played a lot of close games this year, as has the Titans. So it's going to come down to the wire. At the very least right now, Rampage could try to clinch a tie for first, with the results to be determined later. Incomplete, left side. Bad Boys, meanwhile, they got to at least get 1 win. They could go 0-2 in theory, but they would need Venom to go no better than 1-1. If Venom goes 2-0 and Bad Boys are 2-0, then Bad Boys are out. Leo. Nowhere to go. Nowhere to go. Rampage is going to run it up if they want to. They're going to try to run it up. Remember, they did not get a chance to play Elite. That game officially listed as 18-0. Titans have 34 from that. Elite's first forfeit was against Rampage last month. Little did we know at the time that was it for Elite. So a lot of things still factoring into this game. Yeah. Johnny in motion, Price. Wow. Close to a kill shot, incomplete.
I got you, brother. I got you. I got you, brother.
Hey, that was a fucking great pass, Brent. Keep them arms out. Why you shooting?
Venom and No Mercy at halftime currently. Don't have a score on that one. This morning. Yeah. Man of motions, Johnny. Price. Incomplete. Penalty flag coming out. Automatic first down for Rampage. And this guy's getting a bit out of hand. Bad Boys got to get a stop here. Remember, Bad Boys coming into this year, they were the preseason number 2 in the B division for 9-man in our rankings. They held on to that spot after they've had a tough schedule though. You got to give it to this team. They've played almost all of the good teams this year. I don't think they've had a slouch team all year. Like, you go back and look at all the teams that Bad Boys faced. The circuit, you take a look, OMFFL alone, you get teams like Rampage, you get Titans, you get Misfits, you get Elite Rebels, you get No Mercy, you get the Bulls. Man in motion, Johnny again, Price. Left side. Nice catch there by Johnny. One-on-one with Scarborough, short of the end zone.
Never mind, stay. I think who's coming out?
36 seconds left. And you mentioned OMFFL, they play Bulls, they play a lot of teams, like 8 circuit teams in this league, 9 actually. All 9 of the teams play on the circuit. Anyone who doesn't was elite. So in OMFFL alone, you're playing against 8 circuit teams. Out of those 8, 4 of which are officially A squads, or at least going A. Rideout will be there. And then you look at who they played on the circuit. They had Baez Auto, the runner-up in the city on day 1. That was a tight battle with those two. And then they had a duel with the Tri-State Spartans. After that, a team that's got a lot of work and a lot of strides. And right there, touchdown. There's a flag, though. Push off it is, so a push off. And that won't be counting. Day 2 of OC, the Bad Boys took on the Bulls first thing in the morning. That was a tight game, and honestly, that really helped the Bulls last week beat them. Was that game in OC when they played them tight and tough. You look at the other games over time. Along the way, Long Island Ducks in that quarterfinals. And in the semis, they had Rampage. AC, as mentioned, another tough road. They had the Browns, who play A up at GCFFA. Back in the end zone. Oh, they had it. Incomplete. They took on the Ducks again. Another GCFFA A team. Day 2, Drew Venom fell to Rideout. So you look at the quality of opponents that Bad Boys have played. Guys will give them flack that they're not winning, but they're playing a gauntlet. They have not. The worst team they might have played was Elite, and that's it. Outside of Elite, every other team they have faced this year is a team that's been on the circuit at some point. Out of all of them, they've played the Ocean City champion in B, the runner-up at OCB, Fake Price, sacked. Good defense by the Bad Boys to stand tall. And the Sage Span, they play two teams that play in the same division as the Bulldogs, the Lions take over, and Punishers in the GCFFA, and the former the Browns and the Ducks. They have played the Washington County champions, Misfits, this year. Timeout, kick coming. Rampage, though, they've played some good competition themselves outside of the league. They play in Maffle, can't discount that. Down there, they've taken on the likes of AFN, Team Petty, PME, Southside. They've been down there. Played against No Mercy in that league as well, counted to both leagues. Blackhawks, Dream. Rampage has also played the whole league here. Extra point kick field goal rather common. That's going to be no good for Archer. And that's halftime with the score 14-0. Back for the second half. Chico just got a pick. Sorry about that, fellas. Trying to take a small break. Forget how long of a walk it is. From down there to over here sometimes. Rampage up 14-0 third quarter. We're walking over. Jaleel just picked up by Chico. Apologies for that. This game is sponsored to you by Cumulus Socks and presented by Team Blunt Talk. Rampage in the yellow, Bad Boys in the white. For Rampage, and what's at stake here? With a win, they are still alive for the number 1 seed. They would have to, however, win this one, the next one, and hope they have a larger point difference than the Titans. Right now, they tied each other, so that tiebreaker's out the door. They could finish no better if it's 7-1-1, technically. So they'd be 7-0-2 by the end of the season. Not been defeated yet in league play. Battle complete. So 2 wins here, and they're going to get 1 from the looks of it. So who wins here and they clinch the 1 seed, it would be 7-0-2 with that. Titans are 7-1-1. A win here and a loss in the next game, they would be finishing at 6-1-2, which would put them below the Titans. So Rampage has to go 2-0 to get the 1 seed. Bad Boys, meanwhile, they're reeling right now. It's looking rough. They have had a tough month. Could a lot of it be just the opponents they're facing wearing them down? They have played perhaps one of the toughest schedules of any team in B. We talked about it earlier. At the end of this game in No Mercy, they would have played all of OMFFL, including Elite. Along the way, they have played the Ocean City runner-up, Baez Auto. Right side incomplete. They would have played the Tri-State Spartans.
You a bum ass over talking about you want to play tight end. You fat fuck. Somebody want to play tight end.
Second down. Bad Boys have to win something. And I hope Venom goes 0-2, but last time we checked in on Venom, they were up 12-0 on No Mercy. Trying to pull an upset there. Price to the left side, complete. Touchdown, Rampage.
Hey, I got you. Hey, I got you.
Every time you all say Jovi, I hear Joey, and it throws me off. I look up like, wait.
No, we talking about these guys.
I know, I can get them mixed up. Joe gets me mixed in. 20-0 Rampage. And they're making a statement with this one. They still got one more. Vet them, though. They're not done for the day.
How the hell does Chris Jr. jump almost as high as the wide receiver can fucking reach?
21-0. I want to put that photo on here, but I don't know if it will. See if we can get up there as close as we can. It might be a little tough. Chris got some like mad hops, so Chris Jr. gonna be a baller soon. Once he out here, he's got that potential. He got the pedigree. He got the height. I know he can ball basketball at least. With that kind of jump. Fourth quarter, I do believe now. That was a fast third. But I did get back a little late, so I apologize. 21-0 is the score. Rampage and Titans with a 0-0 or 7-7 tie. I don't know why I keep saying 0-0. So they tied up, Sean. 21-0 right now is the score in the fourth quarter. I'm going to try to get around. Hopefully he's not going to the sideline. 3-score game.
Let's go, D!
Left side to Zach. Throws it back up to Jaleel. That's the best play they've had all day. Maybe even all season. A bad boy special. And it works out. Just what they needed. Beautiful play. Jaleel to the left side out in the flats to Zach, who threw it right up to the Jaleel on the right side for the score. And with that, Bad Boys pull within 15. And that is probably, that's their best play all year, honestly. That's a really nice play. That worked out well. Nice way to make something happen late. Might be too little too late though. They're still down by 15 here in the fourth. Gonna look at Venom No Mercy right now. Venom is up 12-6. Venom has to go 2-0 today in order to make the playoffs. Bad Boys had to go 0-2 for them to make it as well.
Hey, that's it right there. Backside.
They will switch opponents in a minute. Bad Boys will take on No Mercy, and Venom will take on Rampage. Left side, incomplete. 21-6. Had to fix the scoreboard. Just realized it hadn't changed from the first. Thought I fixed that earlier. 6 and running. 6 minutes.
After this one. My bad.
$15-point game. We're about 6 minutes to go. Rampage for a win will stay alive for the 1 seed. They need one more win though to clinch it. against a team that will be playing for their spot in the playoffs in Venom. Right side, complete. Double pass to the run, not so much.
Yo, Steve, what are you doing?
Steve, do something. Look, let's see.
You about to have him throw a pick?
Steve over there like Phil Jackson.
He's trying to stay at the shade when there's no sun right now.
He over there like Phil. Look,
He has that feel.
Once they get close, I'm gone.
they bet.
I'm going home. Because people playing too much now. I'm too fucking doing that. Bro, in the game, bro. Get the first game. Work the time. Bro, we got 3 games. Niggas still playing.
Health is a concern at this point.
Y'all got like 3 games every weekend, though.
Yeah,
I know.
But still, he shouldn't even be on the field. On offense. What, double
That
pass,
is true, yeah.
Might not hit.
For a double pass?
No, I wouldn't have went to him for a double pass.
Yeah, I'm about to say, it still shouldn't be that. Nah, it's playing around. That's what this shit is.
I just run the clock out, honestly. That's what me do.
Put Johnny in there.
Points are cool, but I'm more of a let's get to the next one and go.
Yeah.
Oh, it's going to be way up. Smoke on a picket.
What are y'all doing? Yo.
Oh!
That was almost a touchdown. What the fuck is going on? Now he's doing
So Price picked, and they were saying, like, what are we doing on the sideline? So Bad Boys with a chance still. They're down by 15, 4 minutes to go. Zach in motion. You gotta watch him. Leo gonna step it up. He's gonna take charge himself if he has to. And pull right down. Gonna try to get an update on Ross on his field. Nice breeze going by. Right now, Venom is up 12-6 on No Mercy. They win by Venom and are still alive. A loss, however, in Bad Boys will be in the playoffs, regardless of what happens here. Although Bad Boys might be having a rematch next week from the looks of it. Depending how the rest of this day shapes up. Only 2 matches confirmed for next week, Rebels and Scorpions. And the other one being on the other end, Misfits and Ride Out. Beautiful play on this right side and pulled right down. That's going to be a good one. Misfits and Ride Out next week, along with No Mercy versus, in that bracket, they'll be taking on the Elite Rebels. Left side complete. Pulled right down. Bad Boys starting to move the ball a little bit. They still got one more of No Mercy before they're done for the season. And then next week, 18 tournament. We'll be live bright and early for it. We'll have the schedule out. And we'll have coverage throughout the week of the championship for OMFFL. Left side complete. Nowhere to go. Bit of a gain after that, but nowhere to go once he had the ball. I believe we're finally at 2 minutes, so 2 minutes has been called. We are officially at 2 minutes. Real. Left side of the sideline. Incomplete. Benham leads No Mercy 12-6. Leo. Ball's up. What a catch. Big gain. Bad Boys trying at the very least, get some momentum going to this next game. But right now, they're still alive at 21-12. With the conversion pending. So it's a 9-point game. Still on the right. Throws back. Oh. Bad drop. Nine-point game. Bad Boys. They're by 9. Looks like they're not going to come back. Rampage can. Let's say it should be an onside. There we go. Onside kick will be coming.
Hey, Chico, stay back. He ain't got no goddamn sack. Who got sack?
So we're going to go to the sideline for Rampage. Bad Boys down by 9. So they technically would need 2 onside kicks in order to win this game. And 2 scores. Rampage was trying to say because the deficit was more than 7, they couldn't.
Chico, just the 20 right here. It's 2 minutes left. Yeah, that'd be 2 minutes or less. We got 5 up, Marcus. Come on. We got 5 up.
This is the line of the game.
Okay, we go. No, stay Marcus. You good?
And ball will be coming. See where it goes to. Remember, the ball must land between the goal line and the 20. It cannot land in the end zone unless it's caught, but even then, I do believe if it bounces out, it will be considered Rampage ball. And even then, if you do take it out, you do got to be careful because at that point, you got to return to the 20.
Chico.
So here we go. See where this goes.
In the end zone, down it.
Got to be careful how you feel it. It's going to come up to Chico. Chico's got it, and he'll get the first. That's game. With more to come. Nope, pull right down. That'll do it. Rampage should be able to hold on here. That'll do it. Rampage beat Bad Boys 21-12. We'll be right back.